collective, it's so interesting because I heard in meditation, I just went ahead and stopped my meditation with my AirPods. I heard, sorry, something about information or news coming into you, some knowledge or information. And then when I started to shuffle, I got a new message card coming in, unexpected message coming in for you. I just heard it's really going to brighten your day. Where you've been worried about something not going well, it's actually something about allowing the time to pass and things to dissipate has helped something. It's going to help something like just go move forward very smoothly. Where in the past, had you received something, it would not have went smoothly for you. Actually, they're saying if you would have got it when you wanted to get it in the past, you actually would not have gotten what you're about to get here. This is something to they really want to point out. This is to soothe you. Sorry. This is to soothe you. They want me to point out also something to do with a status upgrade. Okay. If you have been feeling called to the color purple for any reason, there's a reason to that. And you know what? It's interesting because I have this little sign here. It says great. You can see a GR8. It's got GR8. It's great. And then a little happy face on the other side. So there's information coming to you because you see how she's got this purple hat. It could be through music, but it definitely some type of information that's really important. Why is this so important to them? They want me to keep the status upgrade out. Where maybe you thought that you got stagnant and things didn't work out for you, you're about to find out that you actually won. 222 on the clock. You actually won. They are saying freedom is around the corner. They also want me to say you're doing a much better job than you are acknowledging. There's something about, like, if you don't, okay, there's a group here. If you don't do everything exactly the way you planned it, you tend to look at yourself as a failure. Like everything fails when one little piece, like let's just say this little thing here is one little piece of, here's the big old puzzle, right? Here's a little piece of the puzzle. And this is like you got all the puzzle together in the day. Let's just say you got the whole puzzle together and this one little piece didn't work out. They're saying you're focusing on this one piece as if you're a failure because you didn't get that one piece done. At the end of the day, you're being reminded, somebody here is being reminded, oh, I didn't get this done now. But what did you get done? What did you get done in your day? That's how they want you to end your days. I did this today. I did this. This felt really good when I did it. This came as a result of this. I did this. Talk about all the things that went right and went well in your day. That is the reason you're able to receive this upgrade. Being pessimistic isn't, if you have that negative Nancy type of attitude, and I don't really get that you do. Maybe at times, yeah, maybe at times. That's what they're wanting you to work on right now. Something about you've already started receiving some type of status upgrade. It may not look like this to everybody else right now or to you right now. It may not feel that way. But you've had some type of upgrade. If you really take a look back over the last year and compare that to where you've been, let's just say over the last 5 years, there has been a gradual upgrade that's been happening. And that's what they're wanting you to recognize and focus on, that there's been a gradual upgrade that's been happening for you. And now it's like they need you to start focusing your thoughts in that direction. Hey, things are getting better for me. 3 years ago, this was going on, but today that's not even a thought anymore. I'm so far removed of what I did 3 years ago. I didn't even remember I did it 3 years ago. I literally just had to force myself to remember something through another thought, that to show myself, hey, I'm so far removed from that behavior. I'm so far removed from that person or that plan or that circumstance that I don't even, it's not even on my radar anymore. You can't see it. And that's what they're saying. You have a lot of experiences like that now where you don't even recognize how much you've grown. Because, I love this drink. Because it's been so gradual. It was supposed to feel like next logical step. So while it did feel like a next logical step to you and at the time, if you were given those steps ahead of time and you weren't forced to just kind of go through them as you were, like, learn as you go type of thing, you would not have went forward. And they're wanting to point that out. A lot of people want source to say, hey, this is coming down the pike, this is coming, this is coming, this is coming, this is coming. But source is saying, hey, we want you to focus on the emotions over here, focus on your inner being, and then we will take you to all the experiences that you need. You don't need to figure anything else out. You just need to follow us. I'm talking to people who have lived that type of life, where you're really in tune with your higher self. You're receiving some type of status upgrade that's going to make you very free. Free in ways that you feel like you haven't been able to experience just yet. They're showing a brain and a lock being unlocked, and then they're showing a heart and the heart being unlocked, and then they're showing a solar plexus, and there are 3 locks on the solar plexus. They're showing the lock in the heart being busted open, and as that one busts open, the heart, I mean the mind and the 3 in the solar plexus are just opening. So there's something about the heart opening being the reason you're able to move forward. When there's a blockage in the heart, it's impossible to move forward with plans because you don't realize the power that the energy in the heart holds. It'll keep you stuck. It'll keep you from moving forward with things, with messages that are so far removed from what's really going on inside of you. You have managed, I'm speaking to people here who have managed, someone who's managed to break free from fear in a way. There's something about you faced fear differently than what maybe most people have been taught to do, to just kind of work through something. You've done something different with fear. They're showing a hammer hitting the lock on the heart. Just one, it's like one swipe, and the lock breaks free. But see, you got to understand, somebody else is holding the hammer. I just saw a yellow butterfly go right across my window. So that's friendship. When I see yellow like that, that represents friendship for me. So there's something about somebody who is in a friend status or going to be a friend or friendship in some way, something that develops here with this new message. This is the hammer coming from somebody who's going to be like a friend of some sort. And they hit that lock with the hammer and break it free, which unlocks the mind, which unlocks the solar plexus. Oh, I had them upside down. Okay, this is great because this is mind, heart, body. I'm not doing soul. This is part of the soul. Heart's part of the soul. So mind, heart, body. In your mind, you know exactly what it is that you need to do. It's If you ever feel like you're questioning what you're doing is being wrong, do not do that. Do not question yourself. What you're doing is absolutely right. You may feel like you're winging it right now. That's okay. As you move forward and you just take a step, that's how you're going to be able to pose the questions in your mind to help you move even further. I just heard wake up call when I looked at this card for because you have the Eight of Pentacles in the mind. They want to point out that you're going to you're about to experience circumstances that help to shift your thought process on many different topics. It's almost like they're teaching you some type of skill, and as you learn that skill, there's a blanket cover, like a covering, a blanket cover of love and peace that covers all of your circumstances. So, wow, let's just see how she's holding this candle here, right? So she's holding this candle, and that's what it reminds me of is you're focusing on one thing, and as you focus on this one little thing, there is a blanket of healing that's happening over all areas of your life. So while you're focusing on this one little thing that may seem insignificant to you, may seem insignificant to other people, that one little thing is freeing your mind up so much that it's opening up the portal for all these other areas of your life. Look at these moon cycle here as the other areas of your life. So look at it as work, love, play, friendship, health, mind. Look at each of these as something that you're dealing with, right? As you're focused here, all of this is being healed. And you see this dark stuff over here? As you keep focusing here, all of this white will start to cover this dark. So whatever skill that you are focusing on right now, it is helping your mind calm down to a point that it's releasing problems from multiple other areas of your life and providing solutions in those areas. Just by you focusing on one little thing. Thank you for the confirmation. They do want you to focus more on health. Vegetables in particular, I heard something about making homemade dips for vegetables and stir fries. They want you to try stir fries. I'm also, for someone here, it's not that you don't like vegetables, it's the way you're cooking them that you don't really care for them. They want you to explore all the types of ways that you can cook something because it's not really the food that's the problem, it's the process. And they wanted me to point that out. All right, for the mind, or I'm sorry, for the heart, look at this. That is the lock. Look, this is the lock being unlocked right here. You're already in the process of this happening. And as soon as you receive some type of information here, and you see how with this card, how it's going up, and then it's got the picture of that woman right into this card of 1111 here. It's because her arms are flying back like she's going towards this card. This is, okay, this message that you're going to receive, this is where your heart feels the freedom. There's some type of message you're going to receive that's going to make your heart feel so free. And what you were afraid of for so long, all of a sudden you're realizing you had nothing to be afraid of the entire time. And you're going to say, I wish I would have done this sooner. There's something like that happening here. I wish I would have done it sooner. So in the body, the reason that there's a little bit of an imbalance here, is because of that heart, right? That lock on the heart. So there's like one thing that's coming down the pike here that's going to bring everything into balance. Your priorities are going to be made very clear to you soon. I just heard something about finding out the truth hurts, but it's also freeing. I've been hearing it a lot. Okay. I'm going to leave it there, collective. I'll see you in the next one. Peace and love.